do you know if he's just been manipulating your ass this whole time? Girlfriend, I got you. Watch this video. Stay tuned.
Let's play it by it. Let's play it by it. No, by it. Let's play it by it.
Hello, my beautiful people. How are all my queens doing? I hope you girls are doing amazing. So sorry that I was so sad and depressed in my other video. Yep, as a single mother and dealing with a absent half-ass baby father, I have my days where I am just going through it and not feeling it, but I feel better now. I put my crown back on and remembered who the hell I was. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah.
Yeah, don't you blind me. Whoa. You've been thinking about me like I don't want you back. I've been thinking about you, girl, I just want you back. You've been thinking about me like I don't want you back. I've been thinking about, whoa.
That's enough. So let's get straight into this video. I hope everyone's weekend was amazing, and I hope you guys were very productive this week and all of that. So as you can tell by the title, something in me, especially everything that I've been going through for these past years, something in me told me that some young woman out there, some young girl out there, whether you're in high school, you're just starting college, I'm out of breath, you just had a baby, whatever it might be, right? Somebody, some queen out there needed to hear these words, okay? How do you know if your man is a manipulator? Okay, before I get to the list, okay, because I have 5 ways that you can tell if your man is a manipulator, okay? And yes, these are all based off of not only my experience, but universally, I swear, all guys read off of the same exact script. Okay, I know a lot of people like to say like, oh, well, you should have known, and girls are dumb, and girls are so easily swindled and manipulated. Well, I'm so sorry that females, like, we have hope, okay? We're hopeless romantics. And one thing I could agree on that these men like to say, we do believe a lot of what we hear. Okay, that's why being manipulated is so easy for most of us to do, to be manipulated by. It's so easy for us to be manipulated by these creatures, aka men, right? At times, us girls, we don't want to hear it, especially if our friends are saying or maybe giving us hints that, you know, they're not really fond of the guy that you're with. Pay attention to your friends. Pay attention to the people around you. I can't count on my hands how many times, whether it's from a family member, my mom, friends have like gave me like little hints there. They're like, oh, I'm not really feeling him, or there's something off. And I'm just like, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but you guys don't really know him. He's amazing. Like, you guys just got to get to know him. Let me tell you, the best advice and the best people to judge your man are the ones who haven't got to know him. Okay? It's the ones who aren't being talked to by them constantly, because that's what men like to do. They like to talk in your ear and get into your mind, spirit, and soul. You know what I mean? So it's those people who have an outside perspective that can see him for who he really is. I think those are the ones you should, you know, listen to a little bit more. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let me get into it. Okay. 5 ways you can tell if your man is a manipulator, girl. Number one on my list is love bombing. Okay? Love bombing. Love bombing is the number one red flag when dealing with a manipulator, because it's usually the first thing that they would do. Okay? When they're love bombing you, it's usually it usually consists of them complimenting you on 1,000. Okay, they are complimenting you on 1,000. They are just moving very fast and intense. Oh my God, you're amazing. I think I'm falling for you already. You're so beautiful. Like, I love everything about you. And it's just love bombing, love bombing, love bombing. And it's only been 3 days. You get me? Like, it's only been 3 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks. Forget 3 days, because that's really crazy. If it's 3 days and they're love bombing you like crazy, talking about, oh, you're the one they've been waiting for, you're the one they've been looking for, they're live, run for the hills, girls. Okay? Run for the hills. But even if it's 3 weeks, or let alone a month, and it's just like, oh my God, you're what I've been looking for, and I love everything about you. And how is that possible, sir? There's no way you know everything about, there's no way you even know me in a month. Okay? I think that's where we as women, we get it like twisted. That's where we fuck up. Okay? That is exactly where we fuck up. Okay? I'm letting you guys know that right now. How the hell, you have to stay sane when they're talking to you. Like, you have to stay realistic, because men are very good at this game. Okay? These manipulators are very good at this game, okay? They know for a fact, I don't know if you heard this saying, that guys fall in love with what they see. That's why girls wear makeup. And girls fall in love with what they hear. That's why guys lie a lot, okay? And when I heard that statement, I was like, oh my God, that is so fucking true. Like, when you find a guy so attractive, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You will find a guy so attractive, and you get all these butterflies every time he's around, because it's like, oh my God, he's so hot, like, he's so fine, like, and in the midst of those butterflies and them looking so good and smelling good and giving you all these butterflies, if they're talking the right stuff, it's almost like they're putting a spell on you, okay? And in your mind, it's like, no way in hell this man is lying to me. Of course he's in love with me. Look at me. Girl, stop being delusional. It is not cute to be delusional anymore. Stop. Absolutely not. Stop it right now, okay? Being delusional is what sends us through a healing phase, okay? No more. It's 2024. We need to stop doing that, okay? And that is why the guy is able to love bomb you effectively, because you're believing everything he said. But if you're thinking logically and realistically, love bombing wouldn't work on you, because you would know, nigga, you don't even know me. Yeah, we've been talking for a month, but I literally haven't even told you how my grandfather died from COVID. You literally don't know that I was diagnosed with ADHD a few years back. You literally don't know how many abortions I had in my life. You're just so many things you don't know. So many like deep-rooted things that you don't know about me. You don't know my family history. You don't know anything about me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so when things are too fast like that and too intense, and it feels so intense, like you're in a freaking love romance novel, it's fake. They are totally fucking with your mind and your emotions as a woman, because that is absolutely not realistic, okay? And you shouldn't trust anything like that, okay? Because as fast as it comes, anything that comes so fast and intense like that will leave just as fast and intensely. You feel me? Okay. Also, within love bombing, the pet names, as much as it's like fast and intense, you'll hear like pet names. Oh, love, babe, mamas. Like, we don't know each other like that. My name is Aaliyah. It's Aaliyah. Okay? I'm not your mamas. I'm not your baby mama, sugarfoot, baby doll, babe, sweetie, cupcake. I'm none of that. Because what you're doing is they're using their words again to manipulate your mind. Okay? Because we as women, we love pet names. Okay? We love pet names, and it makes us feel so special. He has a name for me. No, he needs to call you by your name that your mother gave you, okay? Your name that you introduced yourself with, okay? Because that's a red flag. I told you my name, and you're not even respecting that. He probably forgot your name, love. And that's why he's calling you things like love, babe, sugarfoot, all of that stuff, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. We gotta be smarter than that, you know? So it's the pet names, it's all the intense, like romantic feelings coming on so quickly, and like the compliments are on 1,000, and he's just like trying so hard so quickly to figure out your love language. Like, and he's not really asking you things about yourself. He's asking you things like, oh, so what happened in your last relationship? Or what happened with you and your ex? Why do you think he's asking you that? Because he's trying to figure out what not to do so you won't compare it to your ex. And so if he's immediately doing things differently than what your ex did, oh, it's a win for him. He got you. He got your mind. Say you tell him, oh, my ex cheated a lot, and that's why we broke up. He made me feel so insecure. And you told him this on like day 2 of meeting, right? Immediately, he's going to compliment the shit out of you. He's gonna make sure he makes you feel like the most secure person in the world. Like I said, compliments on 1,000, right? And yeah, like, it's just high intense love bombing, girl. And again, he does not know you, okay? All right, moving on. Number 2, he plays on your insecurities, okay? And what I mean by that is, shortly after the love bombing, like, the love bombing can last, it depends how long the love bombing will last, but when he feels like he has you after love bombing you so much, it's like, okay, I have her, so now let me play on her insecurities, okay? This is how a manipulator works, okay? If your man is doing these 5 things, he's a manipulator, and he's been manipulating you since day 1, okay? So you're welcome. Anyway, he plays on your insecurities shortly after he loves bomb you. He loves bomb you, okay? And what I mean by play on your insecurities, again with the ex, he will bring up his ex multiple times. He will either talk about his ex so much, or he will keep comparing you to his ex. Red flag. If he is constantly talking about his ex in any type of way, I don't care if he's bashing her or telling you how good she was or whatever, you should not be talking about her at all. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Run. Red fucking flag, okay? And the reason why they do this, they use this tactic to play on your insecurities, is because most of the time when a female hears about a guy's ex, it's like in your mind, okay, well, I will never do that to you. Well, let me be the girl that she wasn't, you know? They want to put you in competition mode and make you do things. Oh, it's so awful. Like, now that the more I talk about it, I realize it's so calculated and it's so fucking manipulative. They are comparing you to their ex, and they are letting you know. It's almost like a trick, because mind you, this could be totally false. This could be a total made up story that they made up just to get you to do whatever they want you to do, right? So say they're like, oh, yeah, my ex, she was just so annoying. She just like constantly complain about everything. Now all of a sudden you're fine with everything. You don't complain about nothing. You mentally make sure you don't nag him or complain about nothing, which leads to you lacking boundaries, because there is probably a lot of things you want to bring to his attention or complain about, but because, sorry you guys, I'm getting so hyped right now, but because he's complained about his ex complaining or bringing up issues, aka he knows by telling you that you would make it your priority to make sure his life is as stress-free as possible, which in return makes you throw all of your boundaries and all your needs and issues you might have in the back burner. Okay, it's genius. Like, it's genius. Okay, like these a lot of these men are master manipulators, let me tell you. Okay, so he compared you to his ex. He brings up his ex a lot, and he also plays the sympathy game, you know, when he's bringing up his ex. Okay, see, all of this plays with your insecurities. Okay, so he can also bring up his ex in a way where, and it's so cruel, but if he has you locked down like this, he could bring this out of you, because it's been done to me. Okay, he could bring up his ex in a way where it's like, say you like, you know, doing a little something to him or whatever, and he's like, you ask him if it was good, and he's like, oh, you know, I've had better, or like my ex did it this way, you know, like that can play on your insecurities. Okay, or like he'll mention, but one thing I did love about my ex is like her hair. She always had like this long, beautiful hair. Girl, and now you going over to the beauty supply store trying to find you a 30-inch bust down. And you was just trying to go natural the other day and leave the wigs alone. What happened to that? Anyway, listen, these men anyway, they'll play on your insecurities a lot. Okay, it's a tactic. Love bombing, and after they got you like, you know, hyped up and all in love, and your head is like, and the reason why love bombing, let me take it back. The reason why love bombing is an important and common first step for manipulators is because they need to have your mind so wrapped into them. Like, you know what it's like every day you're thinking about them. Every day you want to text them, talk to them. Like, you literally can't get this man out of your head. Why? Because this man has fucking love bombed you, and it's literally borderline hypnosis. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but it literally is. Okay, yeah. So after the love bombing, that's when they have you. Okay, you're constantly thinking about them. You are, girl, you're head over heels for no reason. Okay, they will play on your insecurities. Okay, and because they already love bomb you, it's easy to play on your insecurities without you leaving, because mentally you're already stuck on them. So a girl who hasn't been brainwashed or hypnotized by them yet, if they're playing on insecurities, oh, you're out of there. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't need you, you know? But because you already love bomb, you're already hypnotized, thinking this is the best man in the world. He's much better than my ex. So I have to be the best for him. You know, I have to not be like his ex. I have to be better than his ex. I have to, you know, keep up whatever this fabrication is. Anyway, number 3. The third sign is this man is very persuasive. Okay? Now, this tactic is common in not only manipulative relationships, like if you're with a manipulative man, but also in friendships too. But that's a different story. So, right, number 3, he is very persuasive. This goes hand in hand with you lacking boundaries, okay? Like all of these things intertwine with each other, okay? If say he's like, oh, okay, so one time I was talking to a guy who was like a social media fanatic, and he loved just taking pictures of me everywhere we went, every second. Like he just loved to post us on social media. And so one day I was just sick of it, and I said, okay, can you not take a picture of me? He's like, come on, Leah, come on, mamas. He called me mamas. I'm like, no, I'm not really in the mood. Like, can we just chill today without posting anything on social media? Like, I was like moody, PMSing. I wasn't in the mood to take pictures, okay? I just wanted to have a nice quiet date, chill, and bond solely dolly. But he was so persuasive and you know, what's that word? Insistent? No. He just really would not take no for an answer, okay? And I don't know if I was intimidated by it, or because he love bombed me so much and played with my insecurities, it just made me like not want to disappoint him. Like the persuasion was so heavy. It was like, come on, just do it. Come on. It was almost like begging, you know? And let me tell you something, ladies. If someone, whether it's a man or a female, whether it's a friendship, family member, whatever, if somebody does not respect you saying no, if they do not respect you saying, oh, this makes me a little bit uncomfortable, the first time you say it, red fucking flag. And you need to water that relationship down. Or just cut them off. Because they don't care about you. They genuinely don't care about you, okay? Being persuasive like that is them telling you, I don't care what you want. I don't care how you feel right now. I want you to do exactly what the hell I want you to do right now, okay? It's too much pressure. Immediate red flag, okay? And that is somebody you don't need to be with. Absolutely not. So now we have the 4th sign to tell if your man is a manipulator, okay? And that is if he is overly sexual, okay? I know you're like, girl, what do you mean? Because I needs it like all the time. Relax, let me explain. Yes, everyone can have a large sex drive or whatever, but if you find that you are having sex with this man during times when you don't want to have sex, or during times where you feel like you're just not in the mood, or during times where you feel like I'm not really turned down. I mean, I'm not really turned on right now. Like, you didn't do anything. First of all, we was arguing all day and you did a lot of shit to piss me off. I felt pressure today and I didn't say anything about it. So I'm really not feeling good with myself. That can have a large effect on your libido and your sex drive. So I just feel like if he's overly sexual and not really, like, he just wants to have sex and he's not really taking the time to turn you on mentally and emotionally, a man who really loves you is not going to stress you out, girl. I know that's like, it seems too complicated to have, but I'm telling you, like, and if you don't believe me, then go ahead and go through all the bad apples until you find a good one. But anything good is worth the wait, okay? And I'm telling you, All right. A real man is going to make sure you are a happy woman. He does not want to be your stress. Okay. He does not. And don't listen to those men who are like, oh, I need somebody to be my peace and you're not being my peace. How the hell can I be your peace and you're stressing me the fuck out? And your communication is ass, because every time I'm trying to, tell you something, oh, this makes me feel some type of way, this makes me feel uncomfortable, or, communicate effectively with you, you're doing the reverse blame thing. Okay? And not exactly responding to my issue, but you're basically disregarding my issue and then making it seem like something is my fault, or switching the subject into something that's my fault. Manipulation. Okay? Red flag. Cut him off. Tell him it's over. And that's it. Don't even try to get him to understand where you're coming from, because guess what? A manipulator will never give in like that. And you're just going to give yourself a headache trying to understand his craziness or trying to make him understand how you feel. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. I know it's going to be hard because you're like, damn, I want him to understand me. Why doesn't he understand me? Trust me, he might understand you, but he will never throw in that white towel. He will never give you that. Okay? And that's the evilness about it. Like, the acting is amazing. Okay? Which brings me to my last, this is my last sign. And it's the biggest one. Okay? Narcissism. Narcissists will never admit their wrongs. Okay? And this has to be the most frustrating thing about being with a manipulator is, you know what? I think half of the relationship will be you going through the love bombing, insecurities, and him just kind of breaking you down. And then the other half, the last bit of the relationship, is going to be you trying to convince him how wrong he has been and how wrong he is. Trying to make him understand his faults. Trying to make him understand how much he hurt you. Girl, you are just prolonging something that's already dead, because narcissists will never, ever throw in that white towel. They will never give you that satisfaction. And also, half of the time, they don't feel no way about what they did. I know that's a tough pill to swallow. Trust me, it took me literally a whole 2 years to understand that, get over it, heal from it, and move on. I think the hardest thing to accept is somebody doing things to you that probably was so horrible, and not getting any closure or acknowledgement from them, and just wanting them to feel so sorry and empathetic and apologetic about how much and how bad they hurt you. But girl, you're never gonna get it. You have to do that for yourself, okay? You have to do the work, do the healing, and all of that stuff. And that is why I made this video, because I want to save as much women from going through that healing process as I can. Even though that healing process makes you a stronger person on the other side, and you will then, see the light and see right through these fucked up games that men play on women. But if you end up just going through it, I want you to remember these words that I said. I want you to remember these 5 ways in which you can tell if your man has been manipulating you, is a manipulator, and if has always been a manipulator, okay? Love bombing, preys on your insecurities, very, very persuasive, overly sexual, and last but not least, a big one, he's a fucking narcissist, okay? He gaslights you, makes you feel like the situations that you're complaining about are made up, you fabricated it, or anything like that. Okay? Especially if you bring up something that you probably didn't bring up right away. And the first thing a narcissist loves to ask you is, okay, well, give me an example of when I did that. Okay, well, when exactly did this happen? And now it's like your brain freezes because you don't remember the fucking date. It's just a fucked up way to win the argument for them, okay? And it's a hell of a way to gaslight somebody, okay? So, ladies, don't feel stupid. Ladies, don't feel weak. Ladies, don't feel crazy. These men will make you feel so crazy. Like, you would go, it's serious. Like, you will go through depression. If you just had a baby with this fuck nigga, you will go through even the worst part postpartum you would ever go through in your life. And I hope this helps women who have just given birth. I hope this video helps you not go through such a low postpartum depression that I personally went through, especially if you're dealing with a low down manipulative bastard. I personally think there's a special place after we leave this earth for those type of men. But yeah, I hope this video helps somebody. And yeah, this world would just be a better place if it was more matriarchy than patriarchy. And I will forever feel that way, and nobody else could tell me different, because these men literally from the beginning of time have ruined this fucking world, this earth. They're selfish. And I'm not a man like an all man hater. I'm not. Like, I truly believe like there's a lot of men out there. My brother is a very good man, okay? Like, very good man. He is so nice, so polite, so loving. Like, I love him to death. So is my uncle. You know, I have a lot of good men that I look up to and have experience and I have in my life. I'm talking about these fucked up men who have fucked up the world and who have fucked up women's minds, bodies, and souls to the point where women have to recover. They have to heal. Some women literally end up on meds after dealing with a man and his fucked up manipulative ways. Okay? And I know women, especially young women, beautiful women, we struggle with dealing with these type of men, you know. Unfortunately, these men are only out to prey on women and to play with their minds and their bodies. Okay? Remember that. To pray and to play. All right? I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope this sincerely and genuinely helped somebody out there. Okay? Bye.